Welcome to Smack Talk. Link down below as always to credit WWE for their website. Well, this has me on the edge of my seat to see just how this whole thing is going to play off. Does Roman and Solo somehow do the unspeakable and win the tag titles? Do the Usos go their own separate ways? Do they stay together, go face? There's all these different possibilities. It has me on the edge of my seat just as much as when the whole Sammy thing was going on. Like, really. And he's just not happy with him. And I'm just loving it. I'm just really liking where this is going. I like the new shirt. Life's not fair. And I'm still the GOAT. That's pretty cool. Pretty Deadly defeats the Brawling Brutes. I like the Brawling Brutes. Took a little bit of time for them to kind of grow on me there. There's no denying how talented and skilled they are. Now, when it comes to Elton Prince and Kit Wilson of the Pretty Deadly, you know, he was pretty bloody there, Blondie, Elton Prince. I just can't help but think of Prince Pretty. You know, Tyler Breeze and Fandango. I mean, those guys to this day, I've said this, they're like neck to neck, nose to nose, shoulder to shoulder. One of my favorite tag teams, believe it or not. Right next to the Usos. Like, they were so good. They were so entertaining, at least to me. And who knows? This could be the next team that I start to get a little bit invested in. It takes a while for me when people come on. It's like, here we go. Like when Kevin Owens first appeared. I didn't really like him. The Rock. All these people. It was kind of like, Sometimes some people, they hook me right away. They just didn't, but they were pretty decent in the ring. I thought they were pretty solid. And that's that. So it'll be interesting to see how they develop, because I do believe the tag team division's a little bit weak, but bring in some fresh faces in from NXT, and it looks like they've been working pretty hard. Asuka. I always say Asuka because I'm literally... Anyway, Asuka defeats Zelina Vega. So this surprised me only because, I know how talented she is. And in her, it was kind of like a hit and miss. I've only seen her wrestle a couple of times. And the first few times I was like, girl, you need to go to NXT. But no, this is that whole thing again where sometimes in the scripting and the matches, you downplay yourself so that you don't look too good or whatever it is. I don't know if that's how it works, but it must be, because the last couple times I've seen her wrestle, I'm like, wow. Not only was it like decent, it was actually really, really good. Right? So I was like, wow, really, really solid match there. So that's that. And then, you know, this is what you'll wake up to if you give this video a thumbs down. Except for some of you, you might like that a little too much. This was okay. I would have liked to have seen it go a little bit longer, like Miz TV, like Chris Jericho, Talk is Jericho, and all those, in the ring shows that we get. He didn't really say much. He just like, yeah, well, your new champion is Seth freaking Rollins. Like, Like, I would have wanted to see more, because I'm hearing through the grapevine that this guy's pretty decent on the mic, and I know absolutely nothing about Grayson Waller, because I don't watch NXT. That very little extra time I have, I'm watching AEW here and there. I'm watching, like, other promotions, not just, like, WWE as a whole. But, yeah, very much looking forward to a week from tomorrow. So, yeah, next week in Saudi Arabia. It's going to be wild. Seth and AJ are definitely going to put on an amazing show. The Street Profits defeat LA Knight and Rick Boogs. Now, this was really cool because you don't often see a heel and a face tag together. Now, you're going to be in the comments section going, yeah, but what about that one time? Great. It's not a common thing. Now, of course, it had to end with, him hitting Rick and all that to maintain his heel persona. However, I really like the match. I mean, the Street Profits are really good. I love LA Knight, And Rick Boogs and the whole Elias thing, I'm still on because they're both musicians. They actually play the guitar. And the both of them, you know, like depending on how they're dressed there, especially when he was doing his Ezekiel thing, it kind of reminded me of the Ultimate Warrior. Like Rick Boogs is one big, strong bastard. And it was just nice to see. Like, I like Rick Boogs, and I just feel like we just don't get to see him perform a lot. There's a lot of wrestlers that I'm kind of like, where are they? Like, I just have no idea. Like, Rick Rude. Like, where? Not Rick Rude. Oh, my God. I'm thinking Rick Boogs. No, I'm thinking, yeah, Rick Boogs, Rick Rude. I'm thinking Bobby Roode. Oh, my God, I mixed them up. Rick Rude, because Ravishing Rick Rude. That's not who I was thinking of, even though I said... Anyways, there's just a lot of people sometimes I just don't know, like, where they vanished. This guy, future champion, he has to be. I hope to God they don't Zack Ryder this guy. Because Zack Ryder, man, is amazing. And not so much what they did to him. Again, tag teams, new people from NXT. I mean, these ladies, if I'm not mistaken... Actually, I know, because I did my homework a little bit. They're all from NXT. Well, I knew the tag champions were from NXT. Just overall, it was like, it wasn't bad. It was just like, okay, whatever. Give me some more Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel? Miss Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. How's that? Remember, I'm French. I speak multiple languages. I can get some shit tongued up, just like her tongue is out. I wasn't blown away, but some of the moves in there, like at the end, I was like, okay, that's different. That's different. Again, for the women and the men, let's grow that tag team division so that it's back in the glory days it was in the 80s and 90s. And then, obviously, the whole Sheamus thing, that was kind of a little bit... Yeah, it was somewhat unique in a way. Goes to reach for the mic, but actually didn't say anything. Bro kicks him right in the face. Drops the mic. I mean... I still am a mark when it comes to this. Like, how do they just do it? Kick and punch each other without busting teeth, unless you're Cesaro and you lose your teeth to the Hardy Boys. Those are not wrestling boots. Like, I used to think they used to have like a softer sole or something like that, so that when they would kick you, because they connect, because you can hear that pop, and I'm telling you, how they do that without bruising each other up is nothing short of a miracle sometimes. The LWO defeat the Usos because of the KO and the Sammy interference, and then at the end, that's where Roman Reigns was obviously disappointed. Then it looked like Solo wanted to come out. Man, this whole thing for Saudi Arabia, I'm just really excited to see, you know, where it goes from there. I think a lot of big things might eventually happen on there, and then the Monday Night Raw following it and all that. I am just really pumped for the whole thing, and I'm just trying to see if there was anything up here. Sometimes there's little backstage interviews and stuff. Oh yeah, Grimes. I mean, he seems okay. He seems like an interesting character. Again, I don't know too much about him. And I think Karrion Kross was in for like 2 seconds. Karrion Kross with his lady friend. I forget her name, honestly. But she always looks like she's aroused. She just has that weird look on her face constantly. I like him a lot. I like him. He's very sellable. Like his voice, just how he talks, like he's believable. And I don't find a lot of people have that. I just don't. Some people, I just can't take them seriously. And yeah, no, there's nothing else I've got to share with you today. That's it for Smack Talk. As always, I hope you're having a great day. Let me know down below what you thought of SmackDown. Did it suck? Were you entertained? Are you excited for the Saudi Arabia show, Night of Champions? Who are you looking forward to seeing the most? All that sort of stuff. Now I'm going to go on and check out the new update from yesterday for 2K23. The 1.11 signature and finishers are going to be a little bit snappier into initiating. Apparently that was an issue that I didn't even really notice. So there you have it. As always, if you liked the video, thumbs up. Does greatly help support the channel. Thumbs down if you didn't get it, and you'll get that bro kick right in the side of your face. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, naturally that would be great, but if not, thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next one. Bye for now.